Alrighty, we're installing another generator today. This guy's from Arkansas. Blake, his name is Blake. And this old man runs, but he's it's loud and he's not happy with it. So we're gonna take that out, put in a Renegade. Yeah, I would crank it up. He said it runs, so. But he said it also runs kind of rough, so I won't bother. But yeah, just need to get that puppy out of there and get started. You know, I decided I will crank it up because I got to get rid of these old generators. So let's see how good it runs, and at least I'll know ahead of time. Okay, here's the current control panel. Here's the generator switch. Oh, there we go. Oh, it almost fired. It's not starting. All right, I'm not finna fool with it, worry about it right now. I'll just try to get it running when I get it on the bench. So this here is why the installation cost went up. One of the reasons, anyway. You see this, all this silicone. This just doesn't make any sense. But they do this from the factory. They pack all this, and it is really hard to get off of there. I think they put it down here too. They use a black right down there. Do it down there as well. But this is the worst right here. It's very hard to get off, and it's gonna take me about an hour to get all that crap out of there so I can get the old generator out. It's ridiculous. All right, so this is all the crap that came off of there, all this rubber gunk. I had to do all that to get to this. There's a ring around this thing here that I got to take off to be able to pull that casing out. Whew. And believe me, it's hell getting this stuff off of here. So this is the ring that you have to get off to be able to get that conduit out of there. So now I can drop the generator, but believe me, that's a ton of work. Getting this stuff is really tough. Really tough. Alright, got the old one out. And we'll be putting in the new one in a second. So on this rear cross member here is where we put these speed nuts to mount the muffler. It goes on here like so. You gotta take the bolt out, but you hammer it on there. Well, sometimes those holes are not lined up. There's two sheets of metal there with holes in them. Sometimes they're not lined up, and you're gonna have to take a drill and drill it out so you get your bolt through there. Just thought I'd point that out. I use one of these step drill bits to drill the hole. It makes it a lot easier. If you got one of these, use this. And now we're ready to install the new generator. Okay, installation complete. Got the air conditioner running. Nice and cool in here. Let's see. This is a 8400 BTU. So it's only pulling 9.4 amps, 1157 watts. Now this is a 3500 watt generator. Been running 30 minutes. 123 volts, 9.3 amps, and it's a 30 amp generator. Sweet. Yeah, this one here has the 4500 starting watts and 3500 running watts. A little more than the first generation, which was 3000 running watts and 3500 starting watts. But yeah, this one's a little more powerful. Here she is from the outside, installed and running. And customer's on his way back, so we'll be able to get his thoughts and opinions when he gets back. But yeah, another job completed successfully. So here's Mr. Blake Felix. He's back and rather impressed with his generator. Go ahead and open that thing up. Let's take a look at it. There it is. When he first got back, it was running and he didn't even know it. That's how quiet it is. Running the air conditioner at this time, and yeah, I thought I was recording earlier, but I wasn't. So you think that'll cut the mustard, man?
I believe so, yeah.
Feel your needs? At least it's quiet, you know. That's one thing I know you were concerned about.
I can turn it on from the inside, because that's a big headache for me too. All that going around and.
What did you have to do before to start your other one?
You know, just get out.
You had to get out and start it?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know. You know, I tried to start it and it wouldn't start. I think I tried it from the inside and it wouldn't start. So I just wanted to see if it, you know, you said it ran. So
yeah.
So
yeah, no, it'd sputter.
It'd sputter.
I'd have to hold on to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard about those where that particular malfunction. Well, let's go inside and since it wasn't recording to start with, I thought it was recorded. I'll get you checking out the control panel. Man, I thought that thing was recording. It wasn't recording at all. I'm gonna close this door, man, because that air conditioner.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I showed you how to work it and everything, and man, like I said, I'm only doing a couple more this year, man, and I'm out of here.
Well, I'm glad I was on your list and got in.
Yeah, you got in early. You know, I got a couple people calling now. I got one more available, and I haven't. You know, people think you're joking when you say I got one left, so I don't even bother to tell them. But I got two people that keep calling, and they're on the fence. One of them's gonna be disappointed if he decides he want to go ahead, because then I'm like, oh, sorry, it's sold. And you know, like I say, I don't bother to even tell people it's the last one because they don't believe you. They think, oh, he's pulling that thing. Oh well. But yeah. Hey man, as you travel around, and because you're going to be in this thing quite a bit, aren't you?
Yes,
You'll probably be putting quite a few hours on the generator.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the plan.
Well, you know, I'm gonna set up my Facebook page so you can make videos, post videos, stuff like that. And but yeah. Give me some feedback, man. I need some positive feedback.
I'll be happy to.
All right, to counteract the haters. I actually, you know, having haters, man, and I would never have thought that I would have haters doing something like this.
Well, you're doing something for yourself, and it's helping other people, and you know, sometimes other people see somebody doing something for themselves, and they don't have the know-how or the initiative do the same for themselves.
Right. Yeah, and
that's what you get.
Yeah, they don't want me profiting off my knowledge, apparently. So. Oh well. Well, listen, man, it was a pleasure installing it for you, and just keep me abreast of how things go, man. I mean, I've sold a lot of these things, probably 100 of them now, and people never called me back and I mean, I've had maybe 1 or 2 warranty issues. And you know, I had a starter and a choke, the choke actuator wire came loose or something, and I had a starter issue. And that's out of all those generators, I find it hard to believe that, you know, more hasn't gone wrong, you know. And I'm gonna have to start calling them, to be honest, just checking up. And I don't know if they're scared to call me back or what. I don't know, but I'm serious, man. I'm like, come on, really? Nothing has gone wrong? And maybe it hasn't, but, you know, most people don't use their generator that much anyway, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, I had a person call me, say he had bought one he bought a Rialta with one of my generators. It had 8 hours on it.
8 hours?
Yeah. And I had sold that generator 2 years earlier.
Man.
So, yeah, people don't use them that much. Not everybody.
Up the shoreline. And
Yeah, or just don't use the RV, you know. They just don't use it that much.
What a waste.
You gonna be using yours, right?
Yeah.
All right. I put 400 hours on mine during the prototype stage, first 4 months, and I think it was 400 hours. May have been 2 something. I don't remember, but I know it had 2,000 hours on it when I upgraded to the newer model. Yeah. So, and I still use that other generator. You know what I did? I took it out of the case and put it back in the regular case, and now I have me a portable. I loaned it out to my grandkid. I mean, my daughter. Their power goes out or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it over there and let them use it. But she just bought a new house with a solar farm attached to it, so they're supposed to have.
Dude, I saw all your solar panels.
Yeah, I got 16 kilowatts of solar now, man. I'm totally off grid. I have
That's some juice.
Yeah, and I got 100 kilowatts of battery storage. So
how much should it set up like that?
Man, well, I got 25 grand in it, but that's actually on the low side because I bought 2 of those trailers for 3,500 each. Then I put 10 grand of extra solar panel. No, I put 5 grand of solar panels. I had to pay 2,500 for the inverters to go with those solar panels, string inverters, and then I had to pay $1,000 for the equipment to lift me up and install the solar panels, and then I had to pay $1,200 for racking to mount the solar panels to the building. And I'm probably missing something, but my
batteries, how much?
Well, they came on the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those batteries I had inverters and batteries that came on the trailer and solar panel. You see that trailer right there?
Yeah.
And then there's a trailer over here. You see this one?
Yeah.
So I took all the equipment off of this one except the solar panels, and I got those at the back of my shop back there. And then I put the new panels on the roof, and then I put the string inverters attached to them.
That's some juice rolling.
Yeah. Well, we normally get a lot of clouds here in Louisiana, a lot of rain.
Mm-hmm.
This year we've had a lot of sun, but I have enough solar panels to be able to run all my air conditioners and charge the batteries at the same time. So that at night, I still have power to make it through the night. So I got 2 15,000 BTU air conditioners on that fifth wheel. Damn. And I got my shop back there that has an air conditioner in it, and I had your RV plugged in, running the air conditioner all at once, and it still charged my batteries back up. I guarantee you they're at 90-95% right now. So
that's awesome.
Most days I don't use all the power. The inverters have to turn down because the batteries are full and what have you. That's why I want to get me an electric car, so I can defeat these gas prices.
Well, they're gonna push people to that.
Hey, I ain't mad. I mean, I'm glad, because I've always hated these price increases. These $5 gallon.
It's criminal.
It feels criminal.
It is. Is you extorting people, and
Yeah.
then that's the other side to it, is that people don't have the money to up and spend 35 to 60 G's on an electric vehicle.
Yeah.
And then the grid. You talk to civil engineers, they'll tell you right quick, even in LA.
That's right. They're going down.
They can't support 3 of these vehicles on one block. If every block has 3 of these vehicles,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So that's why, in California, I heard that if you build a new house, it has to have solar panels on it. That's one of the requirements to get your permit. So, and which is good because, like the neighborhood my daughter just moved into, like I say, they have a solar farm out there. In fact, I went over there and took video of the farm because I hadn't seen it. But I don't know how many kilowatts they got, but it's a pretty nice size. It's about half of this block.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. And they have 82 houses out there, so that's what they're trying to support with it. And her light bill last month was $45, and she has a 3,000 square foot house, 5 bedroom.
It's bigger than my old house.
Yeah, it's huge, brand new, nice house. And the garage came with a car charger already. All the houses They have car charging.
Okay,
Yep.
that's cool.
All the street lights are solar. It's pretty cool. It's a what do they call it? Pilot program.
Okay.
For Southwestern Electric Power. I think they're trying to build these microgrids so that they don't have the power outage issue, you know. Or if they do, at least these. I mean, but yeah, SWEPCO. So I was surprised when I heard that SWEPCO was actually a part of this program. So.
I'm not. I mean, honestly, you're going to see that with all the electric providers in the next 5-7 years.
But that reduces the amount of money that they receive. But you know what I think they're doing? I think they're supplementing their own power, because I think that the microgrids that they're putting in, the solar farms that they're putting in, I think what they're doing is it prevents them from having to keep maybe upgrading their power stations or whatever.
Yeah.
And if they got a foot in it, and
they get the tax credits.
Yeah, they get that, and any like I say, overage they get to use, because like with my solar, I don't get to use all of mine. I literally have to turn they automatically turn down. But if I was tied to the grid, I could sell that back to the grid. Yeah. And I'm not grid tied, so it's just going to waste. That's why I need an electric car. But anyway, it is what it is. I want to get me an electric car, and man, if I could have an electric RV, that would be nice.
You know, that's the thing I don't get is like, why have they not made an electric van?
Well, they have. Yeah. They actually have. Not in the. Well, I think there is one in here. You know, it's still in the early stages, but somebody has them. They like those. I was looking at a YouTube video where a guy has taken it was a 100-mile van. It had enough battery. It was a delivery van, and it was fairly new. And I don't know how he got it. I mean, I guess he bought it, but I don't know why they sold it. It's fairly new. And he converted it into a camper van, and he put solar panels on the top of it, and he has these slide-out panels because he's running that's the guy I was telling you that's going from Alaska to Argentina or wherever it is he can drive to it. So, and he's doing video.
I wouldn't want to try it, dude. I mean, just being on the roads in Mexico,
that's far enough.
Afraid to go, yeah.
Yeah, because he has to stop for a long time. He can only do between 50 and 100 miles a day, and that's if he gets enough solar to charge back up.
Wow.
So we're a long way from being able to travel across, especially not from solar.
See, that's the deal. It's like all these electric cars, truthfully, they're low-hanging fruit, man. Like, there was a hydrogen car made in the late 70s, early 80s, and it disappeared like that. So did the guy who invented it.
Oh, yeah, I read about that. The one that ran on water?
Yeah, they disappeared his ass.
I tried some of those experiments, and I was able to make hydrogen, but I wasn't able to make enough to run no car off of. It took more power. So Bob Lazar did that too.
Bob Lazar.
He did that too. I was just watching a video. He had a hydrogen powered Corvette back in the 70s or 80s.
Is that the dude
that's the
like
UFO
AM,
dude?
FM coast to coast? Yeah.
I don't know.
He's been on AM, FM.
Yeah.
Bob Lazar. He's been on Joe Rogan too. And
he's a big UFO guy. He was worked for NASA or something.
Supposedly he's reverse engineering alien tech.
Exactly. Yeah. So maybe that's real.
You have legit mainstream like Michio Kaku.
I know that I've heard that name before.
He's a big time physicist, famous physicist in quantum string theory.
Yeah.
Is what he essentially authored. But he's coming out saying, all this military testimony and evidence that came out, the radar, the sonar, X-ray, all this imaging, and thousands of pictures, and he's saying this is, and then,
what is he saying? Is it real?
He's saying this shit's real, man.
But I mean, is it alien or is it?
Well, by our government's own admission is
It's not theirs.
It's not ours.
Okay.
We don't know.
And
who-
he's
who
agreeing
or
with that
how.
because I've
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
patents for alien
It
technology.
defies our current understanding of modern
Yeah,
of physics.
yeah,
It
yeah.
defies everything we know.
Yeah. I've seen those videos. I would love to see some better videos. You know, the ones
Yeah.
that they've showed us aren't great.
They got better footage.
I believe
for
they
sure.
do. Yeah.
And they've said that they do.
Right. Yeah. What is that other guy's name? God, Louis. God, I can't think of his name, but he's the guy. He was the head of the ATIP program.
Oh, I'm not familiar.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, it's not Bob Lazar, but yeah, he was the head of, and he resigned in 2017. He's the one that got those videos released or something like that. I don't know all the
All the
details.
David Fravor stuff and
Yes,
Okay.
that stuff. Yeah. Luis Elizondo or something like that.
that
You
does
heard that
sound
name?
familiar.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, check him out. All right, man. I'll let you get on down the road
Okay.
with your new generator.
Let me pay you before I get down.
All right, well, we don't want to do that on
Yeah.
camera.
Fair enough.